Ever wondered how the most dangerous tricks in the world are performed? How a human being can catch a bullet, escape a watery grave, or be buried alive and survive? These aren't just illusions, they're tests of human will, pushing body and mind to the edge. Today we'll reveal the secrets, the preparation, and the courage behind these death-defying feats. This isn't about exposing magic, but honoring the discipline and risk it takes to create true wonder. Join me as we journey into the heart of danger and discover the most shocking secret of all. The bullet catch, magic's most lethal illusion. More magicians have died performing this than any other trick. The premise: stand before a loaded gun and catch the bullet. The danger is real. A real gun, a real bullet, a real person in the line of fire. A split-second mistake means disaster. So, how is it survived? Layers of protection, wax bullets that shatter, engineered guns that never fire the real projectile, and above all, misdirection. The marked bullet the audience inspects is secretly swapped. What's fired is a blank or nothing at all. The magician palms the original bullet, revealing it at the moment of the gunshot. Even with precautions, the psychological toll is immense. Standing before a gun, training your body not to flinch, controlling every instinct to run. The most dangerous versions involve catching the bullet in a plate or cup, using hidden devices to simulate impact. Timing must be perfect. Ultimately, the bullet catch is a masterclass in psychology and performance. The real secret isn't just mechanics, it's the tension, the solemnity, the shared breath of the crowd. The magician isn't just catching a bullet, they're holding the belief of everyone in the room, defying death for a moment. Every performance is a brush with mortality, and the audience feels it. The bullet catch endures because it's not just a trick, it's a confrontation with our deepest fears. The applause is for survival itself. That's why it remains the ultimate illusion. The risk is real, the escape is razor thin, and the wonder is unforgettable. Few dare attempt it. Fewer still survive it. And that's the magic. The Chinese water torture cell, Houdini's signature escape, shackled, suspended upside down, locked in a tank of water. It's a race against time and the fear of drowning. Escape artists trained to control their breath, heart rate, and resist panic. The cell is a marvel of engineering. Hidden releases, secret panels, and locks disguised as impenetrable. Tiny tools are concealed on the body, used to pick locks underwater, upside down, by touch alone. The real battle is mental. Disorientation and panic are constant threats. Safety teams are always in place, but the goal is to escape unaided. When the last lock gives way and the escape artist bursts from the water, that gasp is real, a victory over the abyss. The water torture cell is more than a trick. It's a test of endurance and the will to survive. The applause is for survival itself. That's the magic. The legend lives on. Sword swallowing. No illusion. No trickery. A solid steel blade slides down the throat, past the gag reflex, into the esophagus. The risk is real. A cough or tremor can be fatal. Training starts with desensitizing the gag reflex, progressing from fingers to spoons to coat hangers. Months, even years, are spent mastering the body's resistance. The performer must align head and neck perfectly, relax the throat, and guide the blade with absolute focus. Swords are smooth, blunt-tipped, and chosen for the performer's anatomy. The margin for error is razor thin. Distraction can mean disaster. Even experienced sword swallowers face chronic injuries and constant risk. It's a feat of willpower, anatomy, and concentration. The audience witnesses a raw display of human control, commanding the body to do the impossible. Sword swallowing is not for the faint of heart. It's a meditation with danger, a communion with mortality. The price is high, but the spectacle is unforgettable. The performer's focus is absolute, the risk ever present. That's the power of sword swallowing. Fire eating, an elemental act of control. It's not about resistance to heat, but understanding flame. The secret: heat rises, and the base of the flame is cooler. Performers use paraffin or lamp oil, never gasoline for safety. The torch is lit, excess fuel shaken off, and the performer exhales steadily to push heat away. The flame is extinguished by closing the mouth around the wick, cutting off oxygen. The torch is in the mouth for only a split second. More dramatic feats, like the human blowtorch, involve spraying fuel in a fine mist to create a fireball, never swallowing the fuel. Technique and timing are everything. The dangers are real. Inhaling instead of exhaling can sear the lungs, and burns are common. Long-term exposure to fuel is toxic. Every fire eater has scars, reminders of the flame's power. The performance is a display of respect and mastery over fire. It's about showing that with knowledge and control, even nature's most destructive force can be tamed. The audience sees a dance with danger, but every move is calculated. Fire eating is not a trick to attempt without expert guidance. The risk is real, the mastery is hard-won, the spectacle is unforgettable. Fire eating endures, because it's a triumph of knowledge over fear. That's the magic. Russian roulette, the ultimate game of chance, brought to the stage. The tension is real, but the outcome is controlled. The magician always knows where the bullet is. Methods include controlling the cylinder spin, tracking subtle marks, or using technology to detect the live chamber. Sometimes, psychological manipulation steers the spectator's choices, ensuring the magician's safety. The performance is a masterclass in misdirection and suspense. The audience is focused on the gun, missing the real secret. The magician must sell the risk, trembling hands, dramatic pauses, genuine fear. The emotional journey is what makes the trick unforgettable. It's not about luck, but about creating the illusion of danger. The relief when the magician survives is palpable. Russian roulette endures because it taps into our deepest anxieties. The risk feels real, the escape miraculous. The audience is left breathless. The trick is a testament to control, psychology, and performance. The danger is an illusion, but the suspense is real. Russian roulette is not just a trick, it's a test of nerves, and that's why it endures. Sawing a person in half, the most iconic illusion in magic. The image is unforgettable. A saw blade through a human body. The secret, ingenious methods and skilled assistance. The classic version uses 2 assistants, one for the head, one for the feet, hidden in a cleverly designed box. Modern versions use contortion, animatronic feet, and hidden compartments. The table often conceals extra space for the assistant's body. The most shocking versions use no box at all, relying on hidden tracks and special corsets. Safety and comfort of the assistants are paramount. They are skilled performers, holding uncomfortable positions and acting convincingly. The illusion is a partnership, trust, communication, and choreography. The audience sees the impossible, but it's a dance of mechanics and misdirection. Sawing in half endures because it challenges our sense of reality. The trick is a celebration of ingenuity and teamwork. The magic is in the performance, not just the method. That's why it remains a classic. The buried alive escape, magic's most haunting ordeal, trapped underground in darkness, with limited air and crushing weight above. Preparation is extreme, learning to control panic, conserve oxygen, and endure isolation. The coffin is reinforced but escapable, with hidden panels or locks. Oxygen is the real lifeline, supplied by a concealed tank or disguised pipe. Even with precautions, the risk is immense. Pipes can clog, the ground can shift, water can seep in. Digging out is brutal, fighting through heavy soil for every inch. Some use specially prepared earth, but the most daring face raw ground. Communication with the surface is vital. Hidden microphones and safety lines are in place. The audience sees a solitary act of defiance, but it's underpinned by rigorous safety protocols. The real danger is the unknown: collapse, suffocation, or being trapped. The escape is a battle with the earth itself. Emerging from the grave is a moment of rebirth, a victory over death. The buried alive escape endures because it confronts our deepest fears. The risk is real, the escape is razor thin, and the triumph is unforgettable. Few dare attempt it, fewer still survive it. The act strips everything away, leaving only the will to live. The applause is for survival itself. That's the magic. The legend lives on. We've looked behind the curtain, seen the secrets, the scars, the years of practice. The real magic isn't just in the method, but in the why. These feats push the boundaries of what's possible, creating moments of shared wonder. The danger is real, the discipline immense, but the goal is to remind us that mystery and awe still exist. The greatest secret, the magic happens in your mind. These are stories written with sweat, scars, and relentless dedication. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the heart of danger. Which trick shocked you most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.